So this is Florida, the Sunshine State. Lousy liars at the State Tourism Bureau. Last time we covered Dragon Ball Evolution, which was a bad adaptation of a good anime series. Today we have Death Note, the complete set, and by complete set I mean Death Note and Death Note the Last Name, which is a good movie adaptation of a good anime and manga series. The movies do a good job at adapting the source material. The way how it does this is by taking the story from the series and just changing it around so that it will work on the big screen, not trying to do something completely different with it. In the series, we see how the main character, Light Yagami, slowly turns into a darker character as he obtains this item called the Death Note, who, if you write someone's name in it and you know what that person looks like, they will die. The way how he kind of convinces himself to do it in the series is he slowly calculates that it would be best for the world if he were to kill off all the criminals, naming himself Judge, Jury, Executioner, and God of the New World. The movie believes in justice and that justice will prevail until he starts looking around and starts noticing that, here, wait, why are these criminals obviously guilty getting out? He's upset that, justice and the law are failing to do their job, and that pretty much ruins his world. And then he stumbles upon the Death Note, and since he's upset with the law, he decides to take it into his own hands. Instead of focusing on the entire series, he's shortened this down to mainly what the fans enjoyed, which was the interaction between Light Yagami and the other character, L. By condensing it down to that part and changing it up so that it ends there, it becomes something that the fans really enjoy because of how much they enjoy the cat and mouse game between these two. They make the slight changes so that the same story works on the big screen. They use CGI for the Death Gods, Ryu and Rim, as well as an eye effect. It's kind of odd because it's obvious that they're CGI, but for some reason that makes them fit better because they come from another world, and the fact that they look CGI gives that feeling that they're from another world. And what really helps them fit in to the real world is the interaction that people have between them, mainly Light and Misa, and the way how they can react and make you believe that that CGI character is there. And if there's anything bad I have to say about this movie, it's the fact that at times they seem to stretch the ability of Light to orchestrate all this out. Like he writes down that one character shoots at another to try and stop her and then commits suicide. Then he writes down for the character that was being shot at that she would die from a gunshot. Even more than that, the whole how this one kidnaps the other one and how the other one is kidnapped by someone, and it's kind of stretching his abilities here because there's a whole lot of variables there, and he's just assuming that the Death Note will take the correct course of action. That's my review of the Death Note movies. They took the story, they changed it around so that even if you knew the manga and the anime, there were still going to be changes there to where even if you knew every episode, had it all memorized, you would not expect it. It was different, but it still did justice to the source material.